In this video I'm going to teach you how to make a new model of mine. This is Shooting Stars, which is kind of a sequel to my infinite motion origami model. This one has a really nice movement like this. You have to be a bit patient to make this though. It takes me about an hour and a half to make my infinite motion module, but this has taken me around 5 hours, just under 5 hours to make. This is 128 units of 10cm paper. It's just a memo block I've got with multiple colours on it. Modules are quite simple to make, but there's quite a lot of them and it takes a little while to assemble as well. So if you've got the patience, you can now learn my Shooting Stars model. Okay, I have all my paper. I've got at least 128 sheets here, and I'm going to fold my first module. First thing to do, fold it in half horizontally. Like so. I'm going to turn this round. I'm going to fold a corner to the edge diagonally like this. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this corner. Okay, I'm going to flip this over, and you'll notice that the triangular point is now pointing towards you. And I'm going to take a corner and fold towards where that triangular point is. So, like that. And this corner to match. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side and do a squash fold. It's important to do these the same way around on every one of your units. So if you start on the right, then stay with the right. Yeah, so I'm going to lift this up, separate the layers and do a squash fold. If we turn our model over, we're going to do the same again. Lift the flap up, separating the layers, and I'm going to do a squash fold. That is a completed unit. I'm going to fold a couple more and then we're going to start assembling them. Okay, I have 3 completed units here. It's time to start the assembly. You can see that these 2 units have a big split on this side. This one hasn't because it's the wrong way around. So I'm going to flip that over and you'll see there's a big split. I'm going to call that the front, and I'm going to have each of the modules, I'm going to assemble them this way around. So let's take our first 2. Okay, the whole idea of this is that this little square here is going to go into these 2 pockets on the back of the other module. So the first thing I'm going to do with this module is I'm not going to fold it, but I'm going to bend it backwards a little. And that kind of exposes these pockets a little bit more. And then I'm going to take this module and I'm going to just push these squares so the points are sticking forward a little bit. I'm going to put each of the squares into these 2 pockets, like so. And we can see we've attached 2 units. You can slide up and down a bit. I'm going to slide it as far as it can go that way. Now the next trick is this other little square is going to have to tuck into the pockets on this module. And in order to do this, what I like to do, rather than tuck it behind this big wide flap, I'm going to tuck it behind this. You can see there's two layers there. There's a smaller pocket. It's that smaller pocket that we're going to aim for. So I'm going to open up that pocket slightly. I'm going to take the corner of my square, I'm going to tuck it into that pocket. Let's get in there, and this other side of the square I'm going to just bend it across. I'm going to widen that pocket. There we go. And then I'm going to tuck that in here. Oops, if I can. And we just wiggle that a little. And these two units are now well and truly joined. It's a nice strong join, and we just keep going. So here's the next unit. So this square is going to go into the back of this one. So I'm going to bend it. Take these two squares, point them forwards, put one in each pocket. Lovely. And then this square is going to go into this pocket. And it's as simple as that. It doesn't get any harder. The more units you add, it's just as easy each time. It's not particularly fiddly, even though I'm making it look like it is. There we are. Last bit. Pull this across. This is normally the trickiest one. This last one to go in the pocket, but just bend the paper and encourage it to go in. And there we are. 3 units assembled. Now all you need to do is the other 125. Here we have 127 units joined together, so it's time to put the last one in and then join the two ends together. So let's do that. Okay. I'm sure you're used to this by now. Okay, that's the last unit in place. Now we're going to join the ends together. So I'm going to bring this one round, and it's just as easy. It's exactly the same principle. Let's move that round at the top. So here's our 2 units, and right, let's join these purple ones into this pocket here. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay. It's going to get harder and harder to see this, but it is the same principle and it isn't any more difficult to do. Nearly there. Just fold this across. Put that in there. And we have completed our shooting stars model. So here we go. See how it moves. Very nice. So we'll give it a one hand. Yep.